Oh, I was saying, bro, like, how did the whole, like, BDS start, bro?
Man, to be quite honest, it all started as a game, bro. In the juego, bro. I remember one time I was like, fuck, I know how to cook. Mind you, I've been cooking since I was 6 years old. And then I was like, I told my mom, "Oye, mom, voy a hacer unos tacos acá." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, that's cool." You know,
It's
they're
like
just
whatever.
laughing, yeah. So fui, compré mis 30 libras de birria, las preparé.
Oh, shit.
And I hit up all my boys. Hey, geez, like, hey, I'm gonna be selling some tacos de birria, cáiganle pa' acá. And I had all my boys pull through. And my first day was pretty busy, bro, to be quite honest.
Whole
I had
squad.
hella people, bro. I was literally right in front of the door, right here.
Hella hype and shit.
Yup. Yo, todo, I was like, what the fuck? And mind you, I never cooked tacos like that. Nunca me aventado yo de taquero ni nada de eso. Ni mucho menos hacer cómo hacer los tacos de birria y todo, none of that. I just like literally pictured in my head how I broke it down in my head. I'm like, well, lleva tortilla, lleva queso, lleva carne. I'm like, how hard is it gonna be? Just don't fuck up the tortillas, que no las quemes. And then desde ahí empezó, bro, and then slowly, I just been adding a little bit more to it.
And then we got the tortas
Now
de
we
birria.
got the tortas de birria, bro.
You see it. These go crazy, honestly.
Try this one. Woohoo! I'm getting that salsa bottled up.
What do you mean? That
The green
specific one?
Yup.
Or the green one?
The green one. I'm gonna get bottled up.
Honestly, I think it would sell. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I do not like sour cream. Like, I hate mayonnaise. Like, I'm plain, bro. But this shit, I don't know, bro. I don't know what you did, bro. Like,
A lot of people be telling me the same. They're like, bro, I hate like sour cream. I hate mayonnaise.
I hate condiments, bro. Like, and it's just like, this is different. You said basically like it just started as a game and everything, like, but what, like, at what point did you see like, oh, I could take this to like as a full-on business? Like, was it because there's hella sales, or was it because like,
I feel like it reached a point where it was really never about the money, but obviously money was coming in, so I had to take that into consideration. You know, I love cooking, bro, and mind you, para todos que no conocen, well, you know me, I sing.
yeah,
That's
you got
my
more than one thing.
That's my full-time job, and aparte I do other stuff. Then I was like, I have a lot of free time, bro. So I was like, let me do something. And
Something on the side.
Yeah. And once I started doing this, it kind of just opened up my eyes. I'm like, oh shit, you know, I do a little bit more. I was doing that over there, and then my dad bought me a tent. And I had bought this, the griddle. And we just kept at it like that, and then just started getting more and more busy. Started with 30 pounds, started with 50, started with 60, and I was just increasing it. Right now we're up to 100 pounds a day, pure meat. And we just keep adding to it, bro. And then I started with the salsas. Antes hacía otras salsas. And then de repente I just like, you know what, I'll make my own salsa. And this is where this one came in.
I feel like a lot of it, like, behind the whole like business that you have, you're like, you see these other like companies or like other like places like with their shit, and you're like, oh, like, if they can do it, like, why can I not? Like, I love to do this shit. Like how you said you love to cook, you like take the risk and like do it basically.
To be honest, when I was starting, bro, that was kind of my dilemma. I was like, most of the time, I was thinking in the back of my head, I was like, what happens if people don't like it? What happens if, you know, I'm doing all this, and at the end of the day, it's va a ser para nada. And mind you, but this happens a lot in the food industry, especially me I'm starting up. We've only been here for a year, and I feel like we've accomplished a lot. We've gained a lot of customers. We've gained a lot of support throughout these couple of months. And it's just a process.
Yeah.
It's just a process. It's like music. Everything slowly but surely, and you know, with the support of the people, you know, you're able to do so much and, you know, accomplish a lot of things.
I feel like that's how it is with like a lot of like people with when they're doing this. It's like, oh, like they don't fully know it until like they're fully in it. Does that make sense? Like until like it fully blows off. Like, because I remember when like I heard about Fruta Loka, it was what, want to say like 6 months ago, more than 6 months ago. And then I was thinking, I was like, you guys were probably like under 1,000 followers, and you guys were almost at 2K. And I was like, bro, like, they got something here, bro. Because I remember too, it was like, you guys were ahead of the trend. Because you know how quesadillas became a trend?
Yeah.
Like, you guys were ahead of that, if that makes sense. Well, that's what I think. And then it just became like, you guys fit perfectly in it. And like, how it says, like, if you have like good stuff, it's gonna sell. Like, it's food. Like,
it's
people
food.
love it. Yeah, people love it.
And Fruta Loka, bro. That's a lot of people be like, why is it called Fruta Loka if you don't sell fruit and just birria?
Mm-hmm.
that's dude, right? That's a funny story. When I was about to start, my thing was I wanted to sell fruta picadas, fruta arreglada, mango, mangoneadas, and all that. I did a full photo shoot, my guy. A full set of different photos.
I think I've seen the photos.
Y luego de repente I was just like, fuck, like I'm not gonna. I was doing all of that, bro, and it took me a while, dude. It took me a couple hours, man. I was YouTubing. I was like searching your videos up on YouTube, how to cut the fruit, how to cut the mangoes, how to cut this and that, how to do the chamoy. I learned how to make my own chamoy.
Everything from scratch, basically.
Exactly. But miré la chinga, bro. Y me quedé pensando, I'm like, toda la gente, toda la raza que se la pasa vendiendo fruta, picando y todo eso, es un trabajo muy respetado, y aparte de eso es un trabajo que la mera verdad se ocupa mucha, hay maña, you know? You can't just grab a fruit and just cut it. It's skills. And that to me, I've kind of gained a little bit more respect towards my fruit vendors, you know? Because you don't know until you start doing it, but shit.
Basically, you try to go into like a category, like a genre, and then you realize like,
fuck,
man, like you bit too much, basically, and you're like, damn.
So out of that, I just like, fuck, I know how to cook. I'm like, let me try this out, and that's when I went ahead and bought the griddle and started off from doing that. But yeah, that's how it started.
So you're saying like, oh, like the fruta and everything, like it was like, it became, like you realized like, oh, like it was too much, basically. And then this is when you started doing the quesadillas and everything. So it's tacos de birria, quesadillas, tortas de birria, hot dogs. Nah, I'm just playing. Imagine hot dogs. You're like, bro, that's not a bad idea. But like, so like which one do you think sells the most, honestly? It's the quesadillas, right?
I just feel like the quesadillas, since it's the first thing that we started with, a lot of people have been, and that's, I try to really put my focus into the quesadilla and try to perfect it. That's the first dish I started. Slowly, I started adding las quesadillas. A lot of people were fucking with those.
Oh, the quesadillas go crazy.
And then I just added the tortas, and a lot of people have been liking these. But yeah, the quesadillas, people like, you know, the trays. That's something that I started. I was like, let me go ahead and do something for the people, because I know quesadillas are expensive.
So tell them how much it goes for, like your prices and everything, like.
Well,
around
right here,
everything.
Right here. Well, la docena de quesadillas we sell for 35 with the consomés, and la docena de tacos de birria is 30. And a lot of people, you know, you go to different places, not throwing shade at anybody.
It's just a competition.
It's pricey because this is a really expensive dish.
It's la birria.
It's birria. It takes a long time to prepare. That's the key. You're not supposed to serve it the same day that you make it.
Yeah, cause
a lot of people don't know that.
Supposed to let it sit overnight.
Overnight, yes. Condiments, you know.
The condiments is probably the.
Oh yeah, dude. My mom showed me a recipe, and I kind of just twisted it and made it my own. So I kind of infused the Chicano style with the traditional recipe.
Because at the end of the day, birria is from Jalisco, right?
Yes and no. There are certain dishes. Michoacán has their own style. Durango has their own style. Hidalgo.
But like quesadillas is, you think it's from?
Actually, quesadillas is here, bro.
It's here. But
it was a fat Joe that just wanted to put cheese in birria, bro.
Because my family's from Guadalajara, and like when I go out there, that's like birria's the thing.
Birria's the thing.
Like birria out there, that's what like, I mean that's what like they put like on their shoulder, but like birria, like we got the best, like that, and like las tortas ahogadas. That shit goes crazy.
Bro, tell me
Tortas
why the
ahogadas.
first time I went to Tlaquepaque. It was over there in Guadalajara.
Yeah, right next to it.
I got myself 2 tortas, bro. Oh no, I was in Puerto Vallarta.
You got them bitches drenched, right? You didn't put
Bro,
anything on the side.
I grabbed those 2 tortas. I was like, it's my last day. We were about to leave to the airport.
fuck
Literally
it.
3 hours away from my flight.
Yeah.
I called for delivery. Ahí llegan en las motos. Hey, viejo.
A domicilio.
Oiga, si me puede dar dos tortas, por favor, y una coca.
Uno
Mexicana.
de litro.
Yeah, bro. Y échale un chingo de cebolla y un chingo de chile. Va, llegaron ahí en 20 minutos. Bro, tell me why I fucked those bitches up, man. Hell,
They go crazy. They
do,
They
bro.
go crazy.
That was my first experience over there, man. Amazing.
Like I think honestly, like as a consumer, cause like before like this, like I'm a consumer overall. Like I buy from you guys like every like week and shit. Like my family fucks with it heavily. Like so it's like, do you think like I think your prices are good? Do you think your prices are good and everything?
I feel like they're fair. Just due to the fact that, you know, I did the whole charola because a lot of people, you know, they come with family,
Big
they come with
families,
friends.
Mexicans.
And mind you, una orden aquí, because we have, this is key. So we have 2 different styles of quesadillas and tacos. So on our regular menu, bro, we got 3 tacos and a consomme, una orden de tacos de birria, $12, quesadilla $14.
Probably gonna put it up right here.
Let me tell you what. They're $14 for 3 pieces of for 3 quesadillas and a consomme and a drink. That's a combo.
Yeah.
Because they're bigger tacos. On the charola, you get the regular size tacos, but on the, like, you know, for yourself, they're bigger tacos. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think they're the same.
I've seen that. I thought about that too at first. Like when I was like, okay, like why don't I just get this? Because it's like, if you think about it, it's like more like the tray.
Yeah.
But until like when I got the this one, what is this called? The
torta?
No,
the single order?
the single order. I saw. I was like, bro. I was like, he made them like he made these bigger. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense. I was like, I told my mom, I was like, he made these bigger, and then that's when I realized that I was like, they're not the same thing.
Yeah. They're doble tortilla, doble queso, doble carne, and doble love.
Yeah, bro. Because it's like if you think I didn't think about that until later. I was like, man. But still, it's still good for his price, honestly.
I think so too.
So like, what do you see in like Fruta Loka in like 6 months? Like, what do you want it to be?
Fruta Loka, I feel like we're gonna have to do a name change to it. Hopefully soon. We already got it.
You got an idea?
I do. We already got the name. We already got the logo.
It has to do with.
It
has to do with Birria, right?
Yep. Birria Loka. Birria Loka 925. And I just see a lot of, you know, big plans for it. Hopefully we.
Because like for people who don't know, you got this going. You got the Fruta Loka going. You got Herencia de la Bahia music, and then the label, La Bahia Records. Plugging all those social medias right now. Plugging all basically, so it's like more than one thing. You see, like out of all, like this is just like a question. If you want to answer, you can. You cannot. It's like you can't. But like out of like all the businesses that you be doing, like do you think, which one do you think like is thriving the most right now? Do you think it's Fruta Loka?
To be quite honest, I think the music and the Fruta Loka, and it's been kind of
They're like
hard. Yeah, and it's been really hard right now, especially lately because we've just been doing so good with the music right now. We have a lot of projects going on, a lot of traveling going on, and a lot of great opportunities that are opening up right now. But then yet again, I'm getting a lot of customers. I'm getting a lot of great reviews. I'm getting a lot of support, and I just feel like, you know, I can't stop doing it because eventually I want to do something bigger than that. Hopefully open up a food truck. Hopefully open up a restaurant. And that's just kind of where I see things going right now. Pues either or, you know, si me va bien en la música, pues apoyar aquí la Fruta Loka and just kind of go up from there. And or either or, you know.
I feel like you're torn like for your both passions because you love music, and at the same time you love like food. You love like cooking because like you're a chef too and everything. Like, so you're thinking like, oh, like one thing's pulling me one way and the other thing's pulling me the other way at the same time. I mean, at the end of the day too, you got. It's like you can't say you be doing this by yourself. You your brother helping you out. The other
there's more than behind the scenes, bro. Así como en el grupo, you know, we have the grupo, but then we have like six other people working behind the scenes.
That people don't see. They're just
people don't see it. Yeah. Same here. In los tacos, you only see me and my brother and the other guy. Pero mi papá, mi mamá, una señora que nos ayuda, and just a lot of other stuff that, you know, behind the scenes. La birria hoy se prepara para mañana. Y ahorita, once we're done with this, I gotta go and chop onions and cilantro and go to the store and pick up whatever I need for later. So just kind of like those little things. And sometimes when I can't make it, like this Saturday, I had a gig. We were playing till like 4 in the morning. Obviously, I get home at 5, and it's kind of heavy on me to go wake up hella early at 7 in the morning and chop everything. You know, my parents, they help me out whenever it's like stuff like that. So shout out to mom and dad. Thank you.
So do you ever feel like you're clocked in all the time? That's what my other homie said, different side. He's like, that's the thing about owning a business. Like, you're always on the clock. Like, he told me it's a con, but at the same time it's not. But it's just something like you got to think about, cause like you're just looking like to push it to the next level all the time. Do you feel that way with like the whole business and everything?
I feel like now, I didn't really understand that until I did the whole Fruta Loka. Like a lot of people don't know, I own 2 other businesses besides the music and the food.
It's the cleaning and...
Yeah, the cleaning, disinfecting, whatnot. But the food, man, this is more of a customer service type of thing, because you're on the day that you're making the food and you just want to innovate. Especially starting off, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do. Pero también al mismo tiempo, you know, you kind of want to like rest, pero también al mismo tiempo you don't want to lack. And I just feel like just having a lot of things to do, you're always on the clock, man. You know, that's true. I never didn't really understand that until now that I have this going on, because now I have to be on my toes and just kind of keep up to date, innovating, not giving any slack, because if you slack for a little bit, you know.
And that's when someone else comes in
Exactly.
and just takes. They become Fruta Loka 2.0. Man, but do you feel like was there ever a time, because you know, like we're talking about all the good things and like about all these things, like do you ever felt like there's a time like you're like, man, it's not pushing through, like it's not like you basically felt not doubted in your company like Fruta Loka, but you were thinking like, man, like we're not making like enough sales, we're not doing this? Was there a time, because there's always like, we're talking about like the ups, but there's always down to this shit, like there's like shit that they don't see, like was there a time, and then if there was a time, like what would you do to like push through it?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Gracias a Dios nos ha ido muy bien. Y bendito sea mi Dios que nos ha bendecido con un poquito más. And, you know, I was in an interview. Shout out to my boy Jimmy Humilde, Puro Rancho Humilde Viejo. He used to be a taquero too. I remember I seen one of his documentaries. He said, hay tiempos que nos va bien y hay tiempos que nos iba hasta la pura chingada. You know? Para la pura chingada y nada más. Last Sunday, 2 Sundays ago, and the Sunday before that, nos fue pero bien. And then the Sunday after that, que era 2 Sundays ago, nos fue para la chingada.
And when didn't go well?
Didn't go well, man. You know, to be quite honest, I think I only got like 20 customers that day, bro. Which, thank you guys. You know, customers are customers, man.
Yeah.
Aquí andamos para servirles a todos. Pero a veces sí se agüita uno because you're like expecting so much, you know, you're preparing so much and you're doing all this.
You have the batches and everything.
Yeah, y gracias a Dios, you know how I tell you, we always had a lot of customers. Pero de repente I just, like, slowly throughout the day, I was like, oh man, you know, like what's going on? And sí me agüité un poco. Pero eso sí, I don't complain because, you know, aunque sean 5, que sean 2, aunque sea 1, el que vino, pues muchas gracias, you know. Y aparte, I don't expect everybody to be coming here every single Sunday, you know. También no se van a aburrir. You know, you don't go to McDonald's every single day tampoco. So, you know, I kind of with that mentality. I'm just like, you know, sometimes nos va a ir bien, sometimes nos va a ir mal, but that's part of the whole food industry because, you know, It is. It is what it is. There's a lot of foods, man. You know, a lot of ¿Cuántos restaurantes buenos aquí no hay? You know.
And like, so you basically just like push through it. That's what
Yeah,
you're saying.
you push
like,
through. I mean, I was like, it is what it is. You know, me pongo a vender el próximo día y pues le damos. Y poco a poco, pues así le hice. Pues like, el punto no es agüitarse, el que se agüita pierde. And just with that mentality, my man. My dad is always like, he's always telling me, like, do your prayers, you know, haz oración, and every time I do, man, he hears me out.
So do you feel like that's the key thing to this? Like, just keep going at it, no matter what.
Keep going at it, man, and just have that mentality, and just, you know, always have. I'm always thanking God for everything that He does, everything that He gives me, and just simply just hearing me out. Talk about Fruta Loka. We got Fruta Loka 2.0 right here.
What's up, Jit? He barely got here.
He barely
You
got
want an
here.
order? You want an order?
Yeah.
Good to see. But do you feel like this whole thing, like, what do you like? What, you know, we talking about like good things and bad things with the whole business. Do you feel like there's ever a time like it's gonna come into something else? Like you know how you're saying you wanted to make it into like a whole like maybe like a spot, basically, like like a place, like a food truck or anything. Do you feel like that's gonna? Is there like a deadline, or is it just like whenever cuando Dios quiere?
I feel like cuando Dios me diga que es you know, it's time, cuando es tiempo. Because obviously I can say I want to do it over here, I want to do it at this day, I want to do it this time, pero nunca se sabe de mañana, you know.
You're like you're just living the day basically.
Yeah, tomorrow's not promised, and I just live my day every single day like if it's my last. And I just know if I keep working hard, you know, like anything in life, you work hard, you know, work hard, play hard. So with that mentality, that's just how we keep on grinding. Making the food with love, treating my customers with respect, and just want to, you know, just keep on serving them some good food, and just keep hoping they come back. And this is my brother Gustavo, so everybody who doesn't know him.
No, we out here. Savage Visuals, Fruta Loka.
Oh.
This thing's on.
Yeah, bro. I've seen them. We cut them slacking a couple times. You know, they've been coming around
To test out the competition.
to test out the competition.
We ain't saying no names, but
You know, we seen you. We know who you are. We've seen you in San Francisco too.
All right, so like, what's one tip you could probably give like someone watching like right now, like, because I feel like I have a young audience with like hella high schoolers and shit, and maybe like one of them's like passionate with this shit about cooking. Like, what's one tip you could give them like overall?
Just do it.
Just do it.
and be
Just do it.
consistent. Consistent with your.
Consistency and just think of a brand. You know, be yourself, be different, and be so with that, have that mentality. You know, there's gonna be good times, there's gonna be bad times, just like anything in life. And just not stop. Y tampoco, you know, don't let your ego get to you. That's something a lot of these youngsters need to know, because I went through the same phase too. I was a youngster once, and especially coming from a whole music industry and kind of putting myself into the food industry. A lot of people been like trying to humiliate or like, you know, kind of laugh it out. Oh, you know, music isn't doing good for you anymore. I'm like,
It's like my place say different. My place.
yeah, like sometimes in my head I'm just like, is this really what people think? You know, just because I'm selling food, que ando batallando? Nah. They're like, hold up. Sometimes I don't say it, but in my head I'm just like, damn, you know, a lot of people menosprecia la gente que, you know, que anda vendiendo comida and stuff like that. I was like, dude, like, I got 3 businesses.
You be thinking like, damn, this is what they really be thinking.
Yeah, like, I'm like,
It's 'cause people
sorry
be like
for
that.
being money hungry. I'm
People be
like,
that.
I'm like, shit. Yo no estoy pagando mis you know.
It's like you ain't paying my bills by saying all this.
Yeah, you. It's not even that. It's just more of a fact, like, you know, a lot of people, not to shit, but like they rather pay their monthly bills on their car, you know, and pay it off in like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
I'd rather buy a house, bro.
It makes sense, bro. It makes sense.
I'd rather open up a restaurant, have more money come in.
It's like multiple sources of income,
Yeah.
basically. That's what you want. And everything. Talk about everything we needed to talk about. Where can everybody find you again?
My
All the
house.
social medias.
Oh, Fruta Loka 925 on Instagram. Fruta Loka 925 on Snapchat. Fruta Loka 925 on TikTok. Fruta Loka 925 on YouTube. Fruta Loka 925 on MySpace. And Fruta Loka 925 on Craigslist.
Man, bro. I mean, it was a pleasure talking to you. Savage Visuals and Fruta Loka. Until next time, maybe in a year.
Peace.
All right.